George W. Bush at the groundbreaking yesterday, trying out some one-liners. Take a look.
It is hard to believe that there's this much excitement about shoveling dirt. You know, I've been doing these interviews, trying to peddle my book. With us today is a man I befriended, and that is the former president of Colombia, Alvaro Uribe. Mi amigo.
And George W. Bush is still his best audience. I love the fact that he still cracks himself up. David Brody, very special guest here from the Christian Broadcasting Network. David, thanks for being here. David, you've been doing a series of interesting interviews with 2012ers. Newt Gingrich most recently. What's your general sense about how this field is shaping up? Is this all about Palin and everybody else at this point?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about tweeting and Facebooking and all of that. Look, I mean, even Pawlenty and Gingrich, two of the guys I talked to, I mean, admitted that, you know, they understand that Palin's a force and that, you know, not that they're sitting around waiting for her tweet, but at the same time, if Pawlenty's tweeting, it's not getting as much attention. You know, we all know Gingrich is in. We know Pawlenty's going to be in. Santorum, most likely, he'll be in too. So it's just interesting to see how everybody is indeed reacting to her, and we'll have to see how it goes forward.
So did you just say we all know Gingrich is in? I mean, you have no doubt Newt Gingrich is running for president?
No doubt. No doubt. You know, he, in essence, during that interview, John, he actually went ahead and kind of leaked a few things. If you actually read, when you read the transcript and you go through it, he actually says, when we get to that point in the political process, as the media starts to dissect Mitt Romney's record and my record, so he started to include himself in all of the candidates. He's running, Jonathan, there's no doubt about it.
I want to ask you about a split that's been emerging among some Republicans, the feeling among some Tea Partiers. This was economic issues that got them here. Obviously, there's another feeling and that social issues are still a very important thing, and there's a strong sentiment about that. How do you see that playing out? Do you feel like there's a split there among Republican leaders about how they should be pursuing the agenda?
No, not at all. I think what you're seeing here is you have these fiscal issues that have turned into moral issues, and that's what's going on, because you have the Tony Perkins at the Family Research Council and some of these other folks, Concerned Women for America, saying, look, the fiscal issues, you know, for example, the rising debt and the deficit, these are moral issues in the sense that it's morally wrong, morally corrupt, if you will, to bankrupt the next generation. That's how they're terming it, so they're able to fuse the two together. Rick, I truly believe, after doing a lot of reporting around the country in this Tea Party movement, that this is the new religious right movement in America. You know, I like to call them T-evangelicals, if you will, because in essence, that's what's going on here. You've got the evangelicals who are latching on to the Tea Party movement, not necessarily for political gain, but let's face it, there could indeed be political gain for them if the Republican president, for example, in 2012 comes into play here.
So do you think that when it comes to Mitt Romney, that he's mortally wounded by his role in the health care plan in Massachusetts?
You know, I think he's wounded. I don't know about the mortally before it. I think obviously time will tell. I can tell you this, that I talked to Amy Kramer, the chairwoman of the Tea Party Express, and I asked her point blank, is Romney's health care plan in Massachusetts a non-starter for the Tea Party? And she said, absolutely, this is not going to work. She said, it is a real big problem. And so you got that, and plus, oh, by the way, the last time I checked, he's a Mormon, and he had issues with that in 2008. He's got that's a daily double that he probably doesn't want.
A lot to overcome there. David Brody from the Christian Broadcasting Network. Enjoy your stuff. Enjoy your blog. Really appreciate you being on. That does it for this edition of Top Line.
Rick, we didn't get a chance to really talk about that Dallas Giants game yet. You keep on saying
I don't know what you're talking about, but that pizza,
we
we are counting the slices. They better come right back here.